We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, let's get there.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Mike Purcell busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Breeze. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Josh Hill.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. The open man is Smith. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 40. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
And the Saints first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The tackle
decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the 33-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Carry for Latavius Murray. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Got a man. He finds Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Defense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And that'll hit and kick out of bounds, they say, right at the 50-yard line.
At the 50-yard line.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans! Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. KJ Hamler returning it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Locke. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Breeze. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
For Jared Cook, incomplete. Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
At their own 1 yard.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Clock now on 1st down. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the 32-yard line.
Block with a quick throw out to Judy. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Good.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
By the Saints.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ready.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready.
2nd and 16. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Down.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Breeze. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14, Broncos nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
There defensively.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give. This is Kamara. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Line 42. Here we go. 5-9. Pretty quiet, team. Pretty quiet. 42's
Breeze now on first down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook.
Complete to Jared Cook.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
3rd and 7.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Hamler now to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The multiple-time Pro Bowler Eric Berry, the one who came charging up to make the stop. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Locke working out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
34-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 39-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game. or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He'll buy some time right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
They're on the 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
56, Mike, 56 right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Locke now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And that's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And almost intercepted. If he could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Marshawn Lattimore.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. Smith catches left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Traquan Smith. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Breeze. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Murray. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Murray, the ball carrier.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's locked. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And a short gain down to about the 33. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
You know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Melvin Gordon.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Gordon. That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Broncos' 45-yard line. Today's final.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural.
Yeah, but I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game.